Hello and welcome to Special Interest Quiz. My name is Jordan Barr. I am your host. I'm a comedian and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City enthusiast. I have a close relationship with my mother and I don't trust the government. Welcome to my classroom. Today we have 3 students. Each of them will be presenting a lecture on their special subject and then afterwards a quiz. Our first student is a Dyson hair wrap enthusiast, but let's see if she can wrap her head around these lectures. More than just a pair of tits, it's Lena Moon. Hi, Lena.
Hello. I'm also my hair and my tits. That's how I'm defined. So.
Oh, okay. It's hard to figure out which is worse. Our next student is sort of known, I guess, mostly for campaigning against marriage equality in 2017 before getting caught cruising at a local pancake parlor. It's Wolff.
Hi, Jordan. You're my best friend.
Top 20. And our final student. Now, I haven't seen this guy since I was unlocking his oxygen tank from his diving gear in 2010. I can't believe he's here. It's Greg Larsen.
Hello. I club seals. That's why I dive. I kill seals for my own entertainment.
Our first lecturer today has over 1,000 unread emails. They're all opened, but she can't read. It's Lena Moon.
Hello.
Lena,
Hi.
what are you going to lecture us on today?
I'm going to talk about Charmed because I wasn't allowed to talk about my kitten for an hour.
We don't want to hear about that pussy. Take it away. Anna, are you feeling pretty confident about your knowledge of Charmed?
Yeah, really confident.
Yeah.
I watch so much television. I've probably seen this whole series like at least twice.
Great.
So yeah, I'm going to fucking smash this.
And Greg?
No, I never watched Charmed because when it was on, I was a goth and I was offended. I was like, my culture is not a costume.
Oh, okay. I'd argue that Phoebe's a bit of a goth, but you'll find out.
She was a little bit in high school, but I would say more a delinquent.
I'll tell you when the lecture's ready to go.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Great. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Thinking caps on?
Yeah.
Eyes open? Clear hearts? Can't lose.
What?
Take it away, Lena.
What TV shows?
Not Charmed.
I know. No, I.
Football. Friday Night
Friday
Lights.
Night Lights. I've seen Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, Friday Night
I've seen
Lights.
Friday Night Lights.
Do you know the coach
That's
in Friday
good.
Night Lights? One of the only people my mum and I lined up on who we would want to fuck. Like one of
Yeah.
the only men we've agreed on.
Together?
Yeah, she's dead. So I can say that.
Well, that's
So you really want to do it now?
Sorry, what was the like? Were you just going? These are the
we
men I want to
both
fuck.
said he's yummy.
The
Yeah.
coach? The coach is hot. Are you kidding?
The coach is hot.
Who's he?
Kyle,
What's his name?
Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler.
Is he the guy?
No,
Kyle
no,
Chandler.
No, it's not Kyle. Is it Kyle Chandler?
Is it
Kyle.
Is
Kyle.
Is he in
Kyle.
Boston Legal?
He was in that one about the newspaper where he gets the news at the start of the day for the next day, and he gets the future.
What?
New edition or something?
Ah.
He was also in Wolf of Wall Street.
Which one is
Was he?
He was the FBI agent.
All I'm imagining is like a jar-shaped head, like a Lego-y man.
It was him and
Jar-
Ted Danson. They're the 2 men that my mum and I
Jar-
were both like.
The
I would
movie-
also just love to remind everyone, especially you, Lena, that the timer has
Oh,
begun.
fuck. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Before I start, I'm
Yep.
gonna start this with one question that I think is really important. Greg, do you respect women?
I mean,
Wow, took a while.
as much as anyone could.
Sure.
How much can anyone
I don't-
respect
Yeah.
women,
I was
Greg?
trying to think of a funny answer for that. and
Yeah.
I feel like I said something.
I thought it was
just
funny.
answered,
I thought that was
honestly.
funny.
Yeah,
That was good. I liked
it was
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Women
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that answers my question.
No,
Anna.
that was great.
No,
yeah.
I respect women. Please continue.
Okay, Anna, do you respect women?
Yeah.
Jordan?
Sometimes, depends on who.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Cool. Just wanted to be clear. Now, I am going to start this with a spell, which I feel really confident about doing.
I could never have expected what was inside that
Oh,
book.
the candle's
Don't worry
fallen
about
over.
it. No. It's all
That's
good.
okay, we'll make it work.
I've had a similar situation.
Man, if I had $1.
What do you mean if you had $1?
Because the penis is not staying up. Guys get soft around it.
How did you immediately know that was? I thought it was just a candle.
I said, as flame lights shadow and truth ends fear, open locked thoughts to my mind's willing ear. May the smoke from this candle into everywhere creep, bringing innermost voices to my mind in speech. That is a spell to hear secret thoughts, because you're about to hear my secret thoughts about the TV show Charmed.
Oh, thank
okay.
God,
Yeah,
that's
I was terrified.
over.
I was like, are we even allowed it? Exactly. That's exactly it.
Is that? I noticed that spell was called Firestarter.
That was a different one.
Oh,
and
different
that's actually
spell.
a demon. But we'll get to it.
Can you read our secret thoughts, or were you just...
No,
about the
it's
prodigy.
to give you my...
I was thinking about the Prodigy, and I was also thinking about that time that there was like a. Did you see that film clip of like a Rocker Stedford where a school
Caught on fire?
Yes.
danced? No, they danced to Firestarter.
It's the Berlin,
and had all this Nazi
Berlin one.
stuff.
It was they made
Yeah.
Nazis look quite cool. It's very unfortunate.
They were trying to be
It's
like,
called
imagine how bad Hitler was.
They
It's like
did it
I'm
in
the
Perth.
Firestarter.
I've
And then
watched it,
You can
yeah.
look it up. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right,
There's-
so Charmed. Now, in order to most thoroughly talk about this, I guess I probably have to tell you what Charmed is, right? So Charmed is a television show that started in 1998. It ran for 8 seasons. It was created by a woman named Constance M. Burge. She was the original creator, as well as Aaron Spelling of 90210 fame. Pretty funny name for a witch show, isn't it? Aaron Spelling.
Is he
Anyway.
related to Tori Spelling?
Yeah, he's her
I
dad.
don't know.
Oh,
He's-
okay.
Oh, so I can say that.
So
he's
he's
her
the
dad. And Thingo got her own show because she was on 90210, and Tori Spelling, who's not a very good actor, was on 90210.
So this series balanced monster of the week, i.e. every story, every week had a different monster, as well as an overarching narrative and
Wait, really quickly, can I
about...
just circle back, sorry, before your thing? So that's why Prue had such a big head on Charmed, apparently, but then it's turned out like the girl who played Phoebe was a bit of a bitch.
No, that's not true, Honor. That's not true. And don't butt into stuff that you read online because you weren't there.
She talked about it.
No, but they've all talked about
All
it,
right.
okay? And we don't actually know what happened.
This is actually not too dissimilar to the dynamic of the P3.
Says the internet. Greg,
X-Files also had a Monster of the Week.
it did. That's a great
and Doctor Who.
way to identify it. Okay,
Absorbent
so
prof.
Monster of the Week, yes. So, and this is in the time of the 90s where it was the craft meets parenthood would be how I would describe it, i.e. hot witches meets like family drama. Now, this was in the 90s. We were having a big moment. Witches were having a big moment in the 90s. Lots of witch shows going on. And Aaron Spelling decided to get Shannon Doherty to helm the show. She was actually the original one signed on. And then she was best friends with Holly Marie Combs. And she was like, I'm walking unless you hire her. They didn't want to hire her because the network said she wasn't star enough, which I think just means she wasn't fuckable.
Yeah.
And originally the pilot aired without Alyssa Milano in it, but they did, there's an original pilot out there with a woman named Laurie something, but they did make the change after the pilot aired. Okay, so, the pilot plot, let's get into the plot. So in the pilot, we meet these 3, Prue, Piper, Phoebe. Now, these 3, they're fractured, they're not talking, they haven't seen. Did someone fart?
It sounded so much like a fart.
There's a demon in the room.
Someone fucking farted.
Someone fucking farted, man.
Be farted.
This is.
This is crazy. We're supposed to ignore that.
Did you? Was it you?
No, I
Yeah,
own up.
for
I
sure,
own
yeah.
up to every fart I do, so that if there's one that I don't want to own up to, I can be like, I own up every time.
Gags go.
I was just going to say that's what people that don't own up to farts
Say exactly what I was
Okay,
thinking.
so it
That's what
aired
they
with
all
these
say.
3
I think
originally.
Lena farted. I'm going to put that down.
Is that going to be in the quiz?
Okay, so
Yeah.
these 3, specifically Phoebe and
Pooh
Prue,
wee.
haven't spoken in a while.
wee,
I know,
that's
Greg
stinky.
stinks, doesn't he?
Oh,
You're sitting next to a
Lena.
stinky.
Please.
No, this is
Stinky
this
fart.
is that cologne, the one that you can't pronounce. It has a B and then a V followed. immediately.
Lena's got
Phoebe.
Phoebe!
Fuck
Lena's
off.
got Phoebe! Lena's got Phoebe!
What's Phoebe?
No, now
Bacterial vaginosis, I've had it 3 times.
See, I didn't
My
even know
ex
that's
gave it
how
to me.
perfect my pussy is. Anyway, so we meet these 3, they're fractured, they're coming back together in the wake of the loss of their grandmother, Grams. At this time, they don't know there's anything unique about them. They've just kind of come back together in the wake of this funeral. And Phoebe, being the most adventurous sister, goes into the attic and finds a spirit board. Now,
Who do you most identify me as?
you're a slutty demon.
I will say, I think if we're going to put our hands up, it's sort of inviting you to ask a question. What we've noticed so far is people putting their hands up and
then speaking.
and then just saying
Yes,
it, and it
yes.
just feels like, well, is this a dance move?
Yes.
Like,
Let's not say we. I've been doing that. Greg's been innocent in the matter.
I don't
I'm
understand.
fine to own up to
Are you
that.
saying don't put your hand up, or are you saying put your hand up
Put your hand up and honor the hand up.
and wait until
Yeah.
you're
Wait, but
acknowledged?
what if-
Yeah.
Oh, by you?
So what did you have to
By
ask,
Lena.
Greg?
Me, I was going to say, I don't like that it's Piper, Prue, and Phoebe.
P
because it's a
name.
fir-
Well, that's tradition.
No, what do you mean tradition?
Their family line, which I will get to,
Yeah.
adopted P names as first names as part of the tradition. So you've just embarrassed yourself.
No, but what I'm saying is I like the
What
P
are the
names.
Well, where do they go to after that?
so what's Graham's name?
Penis.
Penelope.
That's what I'm saying. I like the P
Penis.
names. I don't like that the Phoebe is an F sound.
I
It
see.
should be Pauline or Peter or
man.
Prue.
I disagree.
There
I
is
think
a
Phoebe
Prue
is a
already.
beautiful
Prue
name.
happens.
Okay, so
Prue
Phoebe,
happens.
Yeah,
being
Prue's happens.
Phoebe, being the
Phoebe.
most adventurous,
It's Phoebe.
gets
Oh.
a spirit board out of the attic. And she's like, do you remember we used to goof around with this thing? Anyway, it strikes midnight. Yeah, what's
I
up?
will say maybe to help Greg, when you talk about Phoebe, just add a Phoebe to it. I think
no,
that will.
I'm not going to do that.
Or
You have
pronounce
to.
it. I think if you
You have
pronounce
to.
it,
Okay,
I
I'll
think
take
if
a-
you pronounce it
I'm
with the
just
H, it would
remembering.
be like.
I'm
Do you
just
know what?
remembering.
I'd
Hair
rather honour the source material than
Hair.
humiliate myself
Okay.
of your own.
I think it should be
accord.
pronounced
Okay,
pear.
No,
so
that's good
she
to
gets the
know.
spirit board out, and the spirit board
Could you
spells
point
out
out
the
to
word
Greg who the characters are?
Prue, Piper, Phoebe. Now,
I can't see shit from here.
well, that's your problem.
I can't see fucking shit
Okay,
from
so
here.
she gets the spirit board out,
Yeah, I'm
and
fine.
it spells out the word attic, which they go to the attic and they find the Book of Shadows. And Phoebe reads an incantation from it, which awakens their powers and turns them back into the witches they once were. This unlocks their
very
powers.
reckless
We find
as a
out that in the pilot that Prue has the ability to move things with her mind. Piper can freeze time, and Phoebe has easily the worst power, which is premonitions that make her look like she's having an orgasm when she has them.
But it makes her very fuckable, right? And that's what
Well,
they
yeah, she's
needed
horny the whole
because that
time.
Piper girl completely.
So yeah,
uggo.
this
gross,
reunion.
dry pussy when I see her, but when
No,
I see
Piper's-
Phoebe, I'm joking.
Okay, have some respect. You said all of you said you respect women except Jordan at the start.
Yeah, I don't.
So well, that's fine.
Or
At least
some.
you were upfront about it. These two claimed they were, and
For me, respect is earned.
The only woman I respect is Condoleezza Rice.
so this ignites their powers. And it turns them into it invites their destiny. What's their destiny? Well, in order to really get into that, I have to talk a lot about a bunch of dead women. So, this is Charlotte Warren. She is a mortal. We meet her on All Hallows Eve of 1670.
Salem, the witch trials.
No, you're wrong. Just wait. I'll get to it. That wasn't a question. I'm sorry for yelling. Sorry, my evil side took over for a second there. Okay, so
You say eagle side or evil?
Ebola.
More confusing, I will say, with that extra la.
Yeah, Ebola.
Okay, so we meet her on All Hallows Eve, which is a very witchy day, and she is about to give birth to a baby. Now, she is immortal, but she has had what could only be described as a premonition. How has she had that? I'll tell you how. She is pregnant with a witch daughter who is infusing her with powers, right? And she knows that the guy that she's gotten pregnant with is not coming back. That was what the premonition was. Now,
Didn't need a premonition to tell her that.
Yeah. So anyway, she is in peril when we meet her. This isn't in the pilot, this is later on. They go back in time, the witches, and this is how we meet her. And there's this guy who's coming after her who is a witch hunter. You were right, there were witch trials before Salem. They were very popular right up until the 1300s. Okay, you're crying because you're right now. Okay. We're in a very delicate part here, because when you have a magic baby, they, even if they're born good, they can be raised to be evil. which is like, that's pretty,
huge.
that's full on, right?
Right.
Like, you're not just good and evil. They can be raised by evil and turn evil. Yes, Greg. What
That's
is
like
your
the
question?
dark side of the Force.
It's similar, yeah. If you need that as a frame of reference to understand the next 40 minutes, please feel free to use that.
It's
but
got to
just
be less
in your
than
head,
40,
in your
40
head.
by
You
now,
got
because it's 40
heaps
total.
less than 40
So,
minutes.
okay,
later.
Heaps less.
She's in peril. The charmed ones save her from the baby getting taken away, and she gives birth to a beautiful baby girl, Melinda Warren.
Yeah.
Melinda Warren is the head of the charmed bloodline. She is the first witch. She has 3 powers, and I think they might sound a little bit familiar. She can freeze time, she can have premonitions, and she can move things with her mind. Yes, Greg.
When you said birth, I thought about how sometimes, I don't know if this is true, but people eat placentas.
Yeah.
Did
I
they do
would
that?
do that.
I would really like
Did
it
you
if
say you
would
would
just
do that,
focus-
or they do that?
I would do that,
You
and
can
they do that.
dehydrate them and put them into pills.
Why would you do
Or,
that?
have it
fry
as
it
like
up.
a steak.
Do you have like low iron? You can get
She
like
does have
iron
low
infusions
I do
and
have low
stuff.
iron, but also I've heard it's good for your
cells.
skin. I would have a kid to eat the placenta.
Yeah,
sure.
What happens with the child, I'm
Doesn't
not
seem
sure.
worth it
A
to
turtle
me.
use.
Are you,
Yeah.
is there a way
A
that
turtle
you
use.
can,
A
like,
turtle use.
Anyway, so
could there be a placenta
Warren.
restaurant, is what I'm saying. Like,
I
'cause
do know who eats
I will never get a
placentas.
chance to eat a
Farming
placenta.
women, like I think they will.
Anyway, so Melinda
I've got a
Warren.
woman farm.
She is the head. No, I'm going to get through it a little bit before I take questions. She is the head of the Warren line. She's the first witch born into the Halliwell line. Okay, and she has those 3 powers, which you might sound
Jerry
sound familiar.
Okay,
Now,
okay. I'm gonna put a ban on questions for 2 minutes while you get through this.
I just need to
Ban
get
on-
No, but we
some
can
stuff
say
out
stuff.
because I
You can keep
literally
talking,
won't be
but-
able to do the quiz
Yeah, no,
if
let's
I don't
go,
get
please.
any information out.
No one's stopping you, miss. No one's stopping you.
I'm not Miss. I'm your peer in this.
Whatever.
Okay, so she is actually born in Salem, not to be confused with the cat Salem from Sabrina. That cat's actually named after that, which is kind of fucked up given Salem was just about killing witches. So she was born in Salem witch trial time. She is dating a guy named Matthew Tate. Bad surname, right? And it turns out he's a bad guy, leading to the rule that anyone with the surname Tate is a misogynist, just like Andrew Tate, Matthew Tate, all misogynists. So,
And that's bad. Yeah, sorry.
Misogyny is bad.
Yeah.
So this guy is a warlock, and he steals her powers and then outs her as a witch, and then she gets prosecuted. Just a little side note about the Salem witch trials. Did you know that the actual ones that happened, they led to, because they were so fucked up, they actually led to 3 legislative things that stuck in American law, which is the right to fair trial, the right to cross-examine your prosecutor, and also innocent until proven guilty. You're not allowed to take notes, Greg.
Huh? I'm not taking notes.
Okay?
He's writing a note, though.
Yeah, he's writing a note.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Nothing.
I can do that too. I can write notes too.
Well, yeah, but who are you gonna pass it to? Pass it around. Pass it around.
I don't. No fires.
You can't light a
can
fire.
send
Okay.
notes, you cannot light a fire. And I'll tell you
Okay.
what, you are guilty until proven innocent in this classroom. I will set you alight.
Okay, the other reason Melinda is a big deal is because she is the first witch of the line. She starts the Book of Shadows, which is this. The Book of Shadows is a spell book that gets passed down through the Halliwell line.
It full lights up.
It's magic. It's actually enchanted, so evil can't touch it.
Those are LEDs.
It's magic. The Book of Shadows, just so you know, this is an exact replica of it. It is a DVD box set, and I bet you're wondering how I got it.
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I was working on a television show called Thank God You're Here, and my boss, Celia, I was telling her about how I used to covet this. My friend had this in high school because it is a DVD box set, and every page is a season of Charmed. And this is actually the only way you can listen to the original title song now, because they have put Charmed on a streamer, but they didn't pay for the song.
the Morrissey song.
Yeah, the Morrissey song.
Who's a Nazi?
Yeah. Well, my favourite thing about that song is that he's a Nazi. No, my favourite thing about that song
You keep
was
bringing
that
it up. So far you
I
said
just-
Nazis look
like
cool.
6,000 times off camera, and I will say it on camera. But my favourite thing about that song was that everyone who hated the show for being like shitty and girl in like the late 90s and 2000s would cite that song. Everyone colloquially would be like, oh, and they stole that great Morrissey song. So what better show is there in the world than a show that annoys people who are being annoying?
True.
What do they mean stole the song? They just paid for the song.
Anyway.
What does that say? What
Lena
does the note
stinks, did
say?
she fart? Yes or no? And Honor circled yes.
I put boxes to
So,
tip. But
we do have a right
anyway,
to
the
free
other
press.
reason Melinda Warren is important. Oh, so I was working on Thank God You're Here, not to be confused with Thank Goodness You Hear the Game, but I was working on that and I was telling Celia that I really wanted this and she got it for me as a wrap gift because she was an awesome boss. So that's pretty cool. That's how I have that. Just another example of women being brought together by the show Charmed, which is a theme of the show.
That's nice.
was Celia literally your boss? Like,
I think
could she
kind of
fire
was.
you?
I think she could. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I think so.
I think if she wanted to, she could do anything
That's true.
to you.
She could
Like,
do anything.
yeah.
She's like really good.
holds the
Anyway,
She can't do a flip.
speaking of really good women, Melinda Warren, she created the Book of Shadows. She also had a prophecy. Now, that prophecy was that through her line, every daughter, every witch that was born would get stronger and stronger until 3 sisters were born who would be the strongest witches of all time. And their job would be to protect the innocent and fight evil.
So that is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
And I
So-
still can't get over the fact that there's a woman in the 1300s called Melinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's actually a little bit of trivia. There's a lot of names that are old that
Sound modern.
Sound modern, like Tiffany.
Oh, like Bobby.
And Jessica.
No, wait.
Melinda does
Wait.
just sound like she works in admin
Wait.
though.
Wait.
Wait, no, we're waiting,
No,
we're
no,
waiting.
no.
Wait.
So there's
She's got
Bobby.
something.
Franco is an old name.
Yep.
Franco.
Yeah. Another one. Rocco. Rocco is quite an old name.
Anyway,
The Rocco-
Germanic root.
The
There's
book
a
of
few
Rocco
more-
in the Bible.
There's a few more generations of
Lost
women.
chapter.
You learned some
You
stuff
guys,
today.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
you haven't done your lectures yet.
Yeah.
And you haven't let me get.
Are you
more
trying to
than 10
spell on
minutes.
us right now
I'm
with those
just
hands?
letting you know. I want you to remember this moment because I'm going to be so fucking annoying to you
Well-
when it's your turn.
We'll see. My lecture's very interesting.
Oh wait,
I don't think-
and you know what? I really was going to gauge how naughty I was based off how you two behaved, and you have set the bar very low. Okay, so there's a few more generations of women that happen.
Is it high or low?
Well, it's a low bar for my behaviour, so I'm bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a few more generations happen that aren't really covered in the show, or I think there's some in the books, but I
There's
don't care.
books?
Yes, I'm getting to it, Anna. There's so much I have to get to. We will not be able to do the quiz. Okay, so the next significant group is these 3. Now, I bet you're thinking they look pretty familiar.
They're from that one episode.
They're from one episode in the 1930s. Now, the
and
reason
there's
I
a
bring
fire
them up...
that happens.
Pardon?
Isn't there a fire
yes,
that
because,
happens?
Do they
Phoebe's
talk like
character
this?
has
They do
pyro-
talk like that.
Okay,
Wow.
so these 3, we
Phoebe.
meet these 3 in 1930s San Francisco, which is where the show is set.
Prohibition.
And it is Prohibition. They have turned the manor into a speakeasy. Now, a little note on the manor. Is that the manor is the house they live in that has been passed down from generation to generation to the point where they're not paying any rent. Talk about magic.
Oh, wow.
Now, the manor is...
Purple piggers on them. I don't know what that
The
means.
manor is magic because it's not just a house, it's magic because it is built on a spiritual nexus, which means if you drew a pentagram from earth, like all of the elements, earth, metal, wind, fire and water, the
Great
house is
work,
actually
Lena.
located in the middle.
impressive.
I can tell you the exact locations of that, but we don't have time
And
now.
today at
Okay,
auction,
so
that'd be
spiritual
like 3
nexus.
million minimum, and they don't even tell you about the fucking nexus.
I would like you to also note that this house is good so long as the witches in it are good. But if evil moves in, the house becomes evil, thus tipping the balance of good and evil in the world because it's a spiritual nexus. So the manor. These 3 have turned it into a speakeasy. Now I know what you might be thinking. They look an awful lot like the Charmed ones, and also aren't they 3 witches that were born? What about the prophecy? Well, actually, they're actually cousins. It's explained somehow, but the one we have to worry about, and they still have the same names. So that's Prue something, Piper Baxter, and Phoebe something. But the one we have to worry about is Piper. Now, the reason they look like themselves is because there's a rule in the show where your past lives look like you. So if your soul was in that body, it looks like you.
Well, that makes sense.
Who's dad? Who's the dad that leaves and comes back?
That's later. So this is the 1930s.
Oh.
Technically, Piper is like her own great-grandmother spiritually.
Is it that crazy that like family would look like them? Like my dad kind of looks like me.
But like identical? That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so we need to worry about her because she gives birth to Penelope Baxter. Penny, aka Grams, right? So this is the grandmother of the Charmed ones. She has the power of telekinesis. And as we know, she's just recently died. And I know what you might be thinking, like, how can we see her? Well, they actually are able to conjure her spirit whenever they need advice later on, not initially. There's some rules around conjuring ghosts after people have died because, like, balance in the world.
And also, like, actors didn't want to come back.
That. So anyway, that's Grams. Telekinetic. Now, she's significant because she basically was, like, amazingly dedicated to her craft. And she like beefed up the Book of Shadows and actually got really good at potions. Another thing about the Book of Shadows is it's kind of like an index of every demon or spell you might come up against. Like when they're in trouble, they check the Book of Shadows. It's like Wikipedia for witches or Witchipedia.
I'm gonna take something off for that.
Wait.
I hate that.
So
Wikipedia.
I think we need to get that
sounds-
line clean.
Yeah.
We need to get that line clean.
Can we
so
get that?
Grams,
Like more
she gets-
enunciated.
She gets married
set
4
yourself
times.
alight? I can't.
I was actually planning to do that at the end.
Thank
Hope we get to it.
Wikipedia.
Now, so she has 4 husbands, but with her first partner, who is immortal, she has Patty.
A
Patty
model?
is mortal.
Oh, sorry.
But a model as well. They're all very hot. That's a huge part of the show. Patricia Patty Hallowell. She is the mother of the Charmed ones. Now, the thing is, one thing to note about the Charmed family line is that they are cursed in love, but they are also, there's
You
a
have
little
a
curse.
message from the another room. Read it out.
I can't because the handwriting's really bad. I think it says Charmed sucks shit show lol. Okay, so there is a little
weird.
thing worth noting about the worth noting about the Charmed family line is that they have a curse on them, which is
Mea culpa.
a saying: Warren witches are strong women with grace and tenacity, drive their coven. They lose their mum before the year 10, or they see a daughter go to heaven. Endowed with great powers, abandoned by great lovers, rebels to stupid rules, courageous in fatal battles. Now, that's important because, as you've noticed, lots of dead women. So she dies before these 3 reach like 10, or she to a water demon. And the reason I find that relatable is because my mum died, but instead of a water demon, my water demon was cancer.
She did die.
Now, do any
Yeah.
of you, now just pause.
Now,
Anyone
yeah.
want to make a joke about that?
Yeah.
Anyone want to have a laugh?
Oh, Anna giggled. That was enough.
I didn't giggle. I just said
Yeah.
she did die of cancer,
Yeah.
which she
Yeah.
did.
There's something about horoscopes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah.
Water
Crab.
demon.
Cancer is a water sign.
Crabs live
Okay,
in the water.
so basically she gives
Lena.
birth to what we only know to be 3 witches, except unfortunately we will find out later, due to tensions in the show, as you mentioned, that I'm not going to pick a side, but essentially Shannon Doherty got removed from the show at season 3, which means they killed off Prue. But fuck, what about the prophecy? The power of 3 will set us free. I'll tell you what, there's another sister for some reason. She was born to the White Lighter that Patricia was fucking, and they gave her up. Her name is Paige, another P name.
She's hot.
Yeah,
She's hot.
Paige.
And a
See,
white
that's-
lighter.
And a white lighter,
And a
half
white
white lighter,
lighter,
half witch,
yeah.
which means that her powers are that she can, essentially because they've already figured out how to tell stories with someone who can move stuff with their mind, like aka Prue, they kill her off. They essentially just give her the same power. Yep.
What do I know Shannon Doherty from other than this?
90210.
Anything else?
She was in some other stuff.
Passed recently.
Death.
She died.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Now,
Really?
There's a couple on the board.
so did
Yeah.
one of the others. Okay, so let me now talk about. The whole thing that I want to say today is that it is a successful show for many reasons, and it has a lasting legacy for many reasons. But chiefly for me, it is. I want you to imagine you're 8 years old.
Oh, I like this.
And you have eyebrows that aren't growing across into a monobrow, but they're actually growing down into like 2 like oblong shapes, like the Twin Towers. And you maybe like crave dopamine and don't know why. And you maybe have trouble regulating. And you maybe think, hey, maybe you watch this show called Charmed and you're like, fuck, am I a witch? Is that what this is? But then you realize when you're 28, it was actually ADHD that no one diagnosed until you were 28, and it was like in the wake of a loss that you like eventually figured it out. I want you to imagine that, and that you also look like this.
That's
right, you're me.
That's a sweet photo of you, Lena.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because,
it's so
okay,
cute.
I
really
think
quick,
it's really gorgeous.
my
Look how
mum,
shiny your
I
hair
really
is.
wanted to be a child star, and my mum took me to an open casting call at an agency, and the agency were like, it was a scam because they were like, well, you need headshots if you're going to be in the industry.
Yeah.
And they were like, luckily our headshot photographer's here, and my mum put the payment on 3 separate cards to get our headshots. And you could tell that the guy felt guilty that he was taking the photos, because at the end of the reel there's like 4 or 5 of Mum and I together.
Aww.
Where he was like, well, they might as well get something out of it, because no one's casting that.
Well, that's kind of sweet.
Fuck, I'm really sorry for all the times I've ever made fun of you.
That wasn't even the worst bullying. Anyway, so I want you to imagine you're her, and you found this show that not only is about women, it's about women who use their emotions, because their powers are linked to their feelings, okay?
Yeah.
So it takes something that is considered weak in women and makes it their power, because boy do they cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. Crying is allowed. That's why it's so good in the show. Okay, so the other thing that I love about this show is that it has very clear rules, right? There is good and evil. There is a binary, because who doesn't love a binary? There's, I'm sorry.
Did you fart?
No, I made a huge noise. I kicked.
That's fine.
What did you kick?
You've been making
It's not
huge
that bad.
noises this entire time.
I kicked
With
the
that mouth.
Yap, yap, yap.
Sorry, keep going.
I'm worried
Fucking
Greg isn't
burn.
going to interrupt again because he feels genuinely sorry for
No,
me.
no.
No,
I'm just going
okay.
to make fun of the fact that it looks like your arms are photoshopped on that picture.
No. Oh, Jordan.
That's
10-minute warning.
That's actually fucking stuck.
That could literally not have gone worse.
What is that? That's like a goo.
Hey,
That's a goo.
remember at the start of
That's
the shoot
goo.
when you said I really care about my hair?
Oh
You
my
threw
God.
goo. I didn't know goo was involved in this
I
show.
didn't think it would be like that.
What is it? Why do you
And
think it's a
I
goo?
would remind you that
I
it's
have
actually
status.
so interesting you should say that, because in Charmed they can throw things too, like orbs and fireballs and stuff.
What is the goo? Why?
It's literally
just a little
slime.
slime.
Oh my God.
I
What do
thought
you
it would
mean?
be. I was thinking about it before, and I thought it would be a nice way to let people know they have 10 minutes left.
But you throw
I could
slime
never
at
have
it.
imagined.
I really want to talk about Charmed. Sit down.
I don't understand.
I'm helping you. Sit down. I don't give a shit about my hair. I'll cut it out. I was going to cut it off anyway.
No. You don't need to
Okay,
cut
this
it.
is important. I don't remember what's on the quiz, but I think I've only covered like 2 of the
fine.
questions.
Go,
I'll
go,
get it
go.
right.
Okay, so good and evil. It's really binary. It's very easy to tell the difference. I'll tell you how. Okay, good. They wear brighter colours. Bad. They're sluts. That's basically all you need to know. Now, you can be horny if you're good, so long as it's for your husband or boyfriend. But if you're just horny in general, you're a demon. Good powers is orbing. Bad powers is shimmering. Evil, good, you can be buff, but evil is too buff, right?
Yeah.
So if you're this buff, you're evil. Now,
What about husky?
husky?
You're kind of good, or maybe you
Probably
made a mistake.
just like gonna get killed. Now, it's important to note these characters here. These are
I made a few
elders. They're
fucking
like the
mistakes in
ultimate
my
good,
life.
and then there's the source of all evil. Now, this is Leo. He is a white lighter. What do you need to know about white lighters? They are kind of like angels. They have charges. They help witches. They can only be killed by dark lighters' arrows. And this is Morris. He's a mortal who is friends with the charmed ones. He is a cop, and in the show, cops are good.
Ugh.
Now,
He goes through a bad period though,
the
doesn't
other
he?
thing he does have his
Good
moments.
pigs like
Now,
bacon.
the other reason I love this show is that it has a lasting legacy. Now, there is not only the show to enjoy, there is a reboot that I will defend with my life, because I don't really know what else you would expect from a show called Charmed about witches who are sisters. They literally deliver on that in the reboot, and everyone gets really mad and says it's bad, but I don't like lower your fucking bar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's low. It's pretty low.
Yeah.
Should I watch it?
Now, yeah, it's like worth
For me,
it gets
this
really
bar is
batshit, but There are books as well. There's a novel version of every episode. I've read the pilot. It was the only book my teacher could get me to read. I guess I had an undiagnosed disorder of some kind. And then there's, you know, what more proof what did you say? Scoliosis? Oh, I wish. I could have had like a metallic back brace like in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other thing that I would point to prove that this show is really good is that in the legacy category, like, you know a show is good if the actors are still on Cameo. Like, that's really good proof. And and they care about their fans. They do. And just to sort of prove to you, I'm going to now read a transcript of a cameo that I have from Brian Krause, who played Leo on the show Charmed. Word for word. Lena, what's happening? What's happening? Congratulations. Somebody's telling me you got a 1-year anniversary of Twitch streaming. Are you killing it on there? What game do you play? I'm on Battlefield. I like to play a lot of Battlefield. I like to get on in there. I like to mix it up in the community. And I just love it. I love pretend shooting and hunting and stuff like that. I don't know. What games do you play? I don't even know. Man, how are you?
Man, how are you going to reply?
Thanks for being
I'm just so happy that anyone is out there mixing it up in the community.
Yeah, same.
You know?
Man, how are you?
Not enough people mix it up in the community.
Man, how are you? Thanks for being such a big fan of Charmed. Let's see. You do readings of Charmed scripts? One time I did that on stream as a joke, and then they anyway. Spreading the love. Drinking coffee. Let's get some more of that. What? Anyway, I hope you're well. I can't wait till I can get out of this country and get into your country, or you can get out of your country and get into this country.
That's a proposal.
I'm over this pandemic.
That's a proposal.
I'm over this pandemic, and I think we all are. And if you're on Battlefield, I'm BK2169. It's my birthday. Anyway, congratulations, you're killing it. That's awesome. Back to the old man glasses. I've got some reading to do. Sending love. I hope your friends and loved ones are safe. We're coming out the end of this pandemic. Best to you, and I can't wait to meet you down under. That was bad, wasn't it? Now, would a bad show have someone that dedicated to their fan base? Absolutely not. He is a hero. He is a legend. I love him. He is one of the only people I think I would cry if I met. Aside from Holly Marie Combs in this show, other people I would cry if I met would be Amy Poehler, Adam Scott, and that'll do. Yes, Greg.
He was 100%
hitting on you.
Really?
100%.
That's good to know.
And this guy knows men.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
a really important point.
You better believe I'm out there on the internet every day.
Do you actually think he's a good person though, or do you reckon
I have
he's
no
got
fucking idea. I don't genuinely
in
cultivate parasocial relationships. I think they're really toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. This crystal, you have less than 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So if you want any points out now for the quiz, go for it.
I honestly
or if
think they've made their bed. Like, if they can't answer some of the quiz questions, it's their fault for passing no.
Do you have any questions for Lena before we go to the quiz?
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
One thing on the evil list, men are bad. All men are evil and demons. That's a really important part of the show, is that it teaches you how to love as a woman. Because this is the thing, this show was pre-Me Too, so we didn't know men could be evil yet. And then, so that's why the show was really good, because it kind of, it taught us appropriate caution.
You do have to assume they're evil, yeah.
Well, I didn't know. But I did from watching Charmed, because all the men are evil demons, and that's...
You didn't think that men were evil before you watched Charmed?
I had an open heart.
What about Hitler?
Well, he's one.
What about every person that did a war?
I was 8. I hadn't learned about that
and
yet.
Also, Lena said several times she thinks that Nazis are cool.
And like, we all know. What was your question?
Isn't like Twitch like a parasocial relationship? Like,
no, I try to discourage that on my platform. It's more like a podcast you can talk to. Greg's probably got more parasocial listeners than I do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a really
Greg's
big way.
into it.
Yeah.
I would like to know
encourage it.
which power you wish you had.
So that's really interesting, and
thank you.
Not something I can answer right now.
Why?
Because we don't have time for me to get into it. But I think it should be vibes.
I mean, can you just say invisibility?
Can you ask if we
no, because it's not one of the powers, Greg.
But
Well, actually, in a way, when
Gideon can be invisible, but he's an elder in season 6.
Does anyone
That's
have
not what I was going to say, but it makes me sound smart. That's
Yeah.
great.
Does anyone have the power to flip?
Yes! Phoebe does!
Phoebe can flip.
I didn't say this yet.
Yes.
So their powers grow. That's one thing that you need to know. 2 things. There's time travel in the show. Also, so like that's how we learned that Leo died in World War II and became a white lighter and angel. And,
2 minutes.
So yeah, their powers grow. We meet them with their original powers, but they start to grow because Phoebe's is fucking useless and there's no story in it. So
Yeah.
they give her the power of levitation.
She can levitate and
then
flip.
later on, they give her the power of empath. So
Yeah,
she
she does
can
it.
just feel stuff. But then for some reason, being an empath means you can also just use other people's powers. She
that
can
much
freeze
for free.
time, but also molecular combustion is what it grows into, which means she can blow stuff up, and they completely stop using the fact she can freeze time later in the show. She just blows shit up all the time. She dies, and she can orb, and I think hers does grow, but I can't remember how.
She tries at magic school.
Does she ever do a terrorist attack or anything?
No,
Did she
but
do
they-
9/11?
They stop a lot of terrorism.
But they couldn't stop 9/11.
No, because did it happen yet? The
It
show
ha- it
finished
went a
in
little
2000
bit.
and...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
When-
I think
Well,
canonically,
they live in San Francisco. We can't expect them to
it
do
makes
everything,
sense
Greg.
that they did 9/11.
No.
If the show stopped then, that they did 9/11
No,
immediately
Greg,
after the show
because
stopped.
they're good witches, and good witches wouldn't do 9/11. Also, we all know that a bunch of men did 9/11 who are demons,
But-
canonically.
But
Oh, I think their set of circumstances pushed them into an
Oh my
impossible
God, you are being such a
situation.
pick me.
yeah, it's I think no. Well, I'm saying it's reductive and
No,
simplistic.
that's right. Yeah, the reason I'm an authority on this show is because this is an original Charmed poster from TV hits that I've
I
held on to
remember
since I was a
that
kid.
one.
I forgot about that because this has been incredibly overwhelming.
They wear really tiny shorts and shirts and stuff. Phoebe's...
That's the other thing. Midriff is allowed if you're good, but if you do it in a slutty way, it's evil.
What's on the other side of that?
And I'm sorry for saying slutty a lot, but that's what the show taught me. The guy from, it's Christina Aguilera and the guy from Bring It On.
And on that, do you have one final thing you'd like to say?
Charmed is one of the best shows of all time, and it has gotten me through so many horrible things. And if you don't like it, you don't like women.
I've got the box set.
And Greg doesn't like it.
I just-
Well done, Lena. Thank you so much for listening to that lecture.
We'll see you at the quiz.
Wow.